Hello, and welcome back to Something Starts Ringing Tarot. My name is Ryan, and today I'm going to be showing you the newest deck to my collection. This is the New Voice Tarot by Rosario Salerno. This one came in a couple weeks before I expected it to, so I'm super excited that it's here and I can't wait to start working with it. So it came in today. I've already looked through it once quickly, but this is going to be a quick flip through and just comment on this beautiful deck of artwork. It's absolutely stunning. So spoiler alert, I like it. And that's kind of why I'm showing it off. So to begin, this is the box that it comes in. It is a very glossy, holographic box, obviously, so every surface is holographic. On the back it says, a modern, inclusive, queer-friendly reinterpretation of traditional tarot cards with fashion and entertainment-inspired figures reflecting various identities, genders, abilities, and ethnicities. The illustrations are richly colored and detailed with a deep search for esoteric meanings hidden behind each card. And then I got number, I don't know if you can see that, 956 out of 1,000. This deck is currently just shipping to the people that funded it on Indiegogo, but when Rosario gets the decks to himself in Italy, they will be for sale on his website. I'll try to put a link down below where you can pre-order this deck if you're interested. He did say recently on Instagram to be patient because he's still waiting for them himself. But if you like this deck, there will be some available for ordering after this first run of, or after this first shipment of crowdfunding went out. So just quickly, I'll show you, it did come with a guidebook. It is about 121 pages. For the major arcana, it has a full page picture, full color, and then a full page description with reverse description. For the minors, it has basically a page on each card, so it has a color image and then a page basically of description. So it's a good guidebook, some interesting things in my first quick perusal of it. And then in the back there are a few spreads, and then special thanks and acknowledgments and kind of a reference of information where Rosario got some information. And then actually the table of contents is on the last page, so that's different but kind of interesting. So that's the guidebook. The cards are very large. So they come with this awesome rainbow silver holographic gilding, which is beautiful. It really pops in the light. These are the backs. Definitely reversible, but very, very psychedelic and geometric. Fits very well with the rest of the deck. Before I start the flip through, I will show you, this is a standard tarot size, and these cards are very large compared to them, even bigger than some oracle decks that I have. So be aware of that. I haven't tried shuffling it yet, but it might be a little bit of a challenge, especially if you have small hands, or maybe to riffle shuffle, so we'll see. But it is very large cards, and I think that is necessary for the beautiful art that is on here. Alright, so the part we've all been waiting for, I'm going to do a flip through. So let's go here, and I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Hopefully this focuses. Alright. So this is a very modern deck, but it still has all of the esoteric symbolism in it, and in the guidebook he talks about how that like juxtaposition can be an important new voice, which is the title of this tarot. A new voice in how you look at tarot is kind of a modern and mix of the old esoteric symbolism. So we're going to go through the cards here. I'm going to kind of alternate so we can see three at a time. We have the Magician, Very interesting. Very detailed artwork, very beautiful, beautiful images. It is obviously based on the Rider-Waite-Smith tradition, so it has similar artwork, similar posturing, and things like that. All the symbolism is there, and it's just a beautiful, new, modern, diverse interpretation of that artwork. So I really, really like the beauty in this. It's also very queer, very gender fluid, shows off many different genders and non-gendered and bi-gendered and all of that on the spectrum of gender. So I appreciate that. This card specifically shows that. And I really appreciate that this person even has like top surgery scar marks. So that is just very cool representation, especially on the Lovers card. I've gone through this deck once, so I kind of have a couple things that I want to point out from my initial reviews, but I'm just going to flip through to let you all see it as well. Such a beautiful, detailed world, and I love how all of the fashion is so intentional, like all the garments that they're wearing are so intentional, and the hair is just so detailed. You can kind of see on these three cards specifically how just the long hair, the different styles, the different colors just really stands out. I love the astronaut as the hermit. I think that's a cool modern interpretation. I like that the 4 seasons are represented in the corners of the wheel. Justice, beautiful, powerful, colorful card. The Hanged Man. This is where I will say there is some nudity coming up, so if you're squeamish about that, please click away, but I really think it adds to the world and the kind of culture represented in this deck. So yeah, fair warning. I love this death card. Very, very fun for a death card. And I really like that this king that's laying on the ground is winking. Like he knows what's going on, but play along kind of thing. So very fun little cheeky death card. And actually, I'm gonna check the guidebook quick. I'm not sure. I know Rosario based some of the characters on people that he knows. I don't know if it's spelled out in the guidebook exactly who is who, but this person looks like the creator, Rosario, kind of, at least from what I've seen on Instagram. So I don't know if that's meant to be him or not, but that was my first impression. So as you know on this channel, I love the Temperance card, and this one is amazing. Yeah, this has all the symbolism. It has the kind of gender neutral person on it, or angel. I really love this like shifty side eye, kind of like looking like, are you serious about that? Like take a second to think about what you're gonna say, sort of, at the bartender. So just a very cool version of Temperance. I really like how everything, like the glass bar is see-through, the garment is see-through or like sheer, just gives a very like sexy modern version of Temperance. Here's the Devil, so obviously a little nudity there, but very bondage, tempting, modern version. Here's the Tower. It is a tower of books, actually. And it looks like these people have their faces covered by masks, or this person actually has like money over their face. Here's the star. Pretty traditional, but very beautiful, very detailed, and I like how you can see like all of the stars in the galaxy behind the main ones. I don't know if that's picking up on camera, but very, very detailed artwork. Here's the moon. Cool representation of the person actually being part of the crustacean and almost like rising up towards the moon. So it's like the same person is the moon and the crustacean. I really like that. That's a beautiful, thought-provoking card. Fun sun card. Wow. Judgment. Kind of that release, that acceptance of higher energy and higher calling. And I really like how the earrings call back to the original Rider-Waite-Smith of the cross and the trumpet on the angel. And here's the world. This is another instance of gender fluidity or gender, I guess, spectrum representation. This person has breasts and a penis, so that's a very cool thing to see on the world card. Just that expression of typical gender does not, I guess, show on this card, or it, yeah, what am I trying to say? I don't know. It's a beautiful person. It doesn't matter their gender. All right, now we're going to get into the minor arcana. In this deck, and also in the guidebook, it starts with the kings and goes down to the aces. So that's how I left the deck. So let's just go through there. King of Wands, very fashion forward, very modern. I love the red and the spikes. Queen of Wands. Just that detail of every little symbol is still there, but a very modern, kind of sexy version of the Queen of Wands. Here's the Knight of Wands, pretty badass. I like the tattoo of the salamander on the leg, or the lizard of some sort. And here's the Page of Wands. That's fun. Little pole dancing vibes, it looks like. Entertainment. Alright, here's the Ten of Wands. Nine. Got the Wrestler on that one. Here's the 8. This may be the, I'm not sure, but this may be the only card without a person on it. I'm not sure, but it just a little stood out to me. Here's the 7 of Wands. I love this black purple hair. It's flying all over the place. 6 of Wands. Crowd surfing. That's an awesome interpretation of that. And it looks like the microphone is kind of the 6th wand. Here's the 5 of Wands. Hockey competition. Or, no, it's not hockey. It's, maybe it is hockey. It looks like they have like shorter sticks, so I might be thinking of a different sport. Oh no, it's what's the word for it? Like handicap hockey. I don't know how to say it correctly at the moment, but they're like on sleds, or 4 of them are on sleds, so they have the shorter sticks because they're they're lower to the ice. So that's cool. That's awesome that it has that represented there. All right, Four of Wands. Giving very Burning Man energy, kind of out in the desert celebrating under a festival structure of some sort. Three of Wands. Pretty traditional, but I like how they're looking out into the horizon. Again, the green hair stands out to me. Very modern, very fun. Two of Wands. And the Ace of Wands. All right, now we're into the cups. Queen of Cups, pretty traditional, but I really like the comfy chair she's sitting in. Here's the Knight of Cups. Trying to see if, yeah, cool. Page of Cups. I like how he's wearing this person's wearing a Hawaiian shirt or a flowery shirt, which kind of calls back to the original artwork, but in a modernized, fun way. Their expression is kind of interesting to me. Normally it's more of a fun energy, and this person looks a little melancholy or somber, but I will kind of spend the time to get into that card a little bit, think about how that relates to the Page of Cups. Maybe it's more like unknowing or learning more than being sad. I don't know. Ten of Cups. Running along the beach under the lanterns. Really cool. The Nine of Cups. Ooh, in the trophy room after athletic competition. Eight of Cups. Little callback to the artist here. It says Ross NVT, so Ross New Voice Tarot. I like that on the license plate. Here's the Seven of Cups. Let me check this one too. I don't know. I just checked in the guidebook, and this person looks familiar too. I don't want to say who I think it is because I might be wrong, but to me that person looks familiar, so I didn't see that it said who it was in the guidebook, so that's okay. But I can have that reference in my head, but I don't really want to say it in case I'm wrong. All right, so that's a very cool. I really like how all the cups are so detailed. In a lot of decks, the cups are kind of smaller and you can't see everything that's going on. But this has all of the original Rider-Waite-Smith symbols in the cups, just done in a very detailed way. So even like the veiled person with the red shadow, the snake, the dragon, the crown, money, castle, and the statue or the person's face. Very cool. And I love that this person is wearing like pink makeup. Very, very fun. All right, let's keep going. Six of Cups. Ooh, a picture. So that's a really cool way to represent nostalgia, kind of looking back in a scrapbook. Here's the Five of Cups. Love that hair. Red, purple, pink. The Four of Cups. Ooh, I like how you can see. Interesting. Ooh, there's a lot to think about in this card. I like how you can see the person offering the other cup. Normally it's just the hand. But then also on this person's chest, they have the tree of life, potentially, or a tree tattooed on them. to represent that tree in the original artwork. So I think that's really, really cool how that's all incorporated in there. And then also, to me, these look like alcohol glasses or like bar glasses. So maybe that's something to do with the Four of Cups as well, that this person has already had two and has one, and they're almost being like peer pressured to drink more, but they're like, no, I'm good for now. So different interpretation maybe of the Four of Cups. Here's the Three of Cups. Very fun party. Got their martini glasses, fun outfits, and then the harvest or the plants are represented on their tattoos on their legs. So we have the fruits and the grapes and the pumpkin on their legs, which is kind of a cool callback. And they're also in different colors, which I see as important on the Three of Cups. So that's a really cool artwork version of it. This is definitely meeting at the bar. Very cool Two of Cups. I really like how the symbol, the dual snakes and the wings are on the tattoo here. So that calls back to the original artwork. Let's see what else is on here. There's so much detail. The lion with the wings is on this person's bicep and shoulder. So that calls back as well. So I know Rosario was super intentional, including all of these symbols from the original Rider-Waite that are important to how you read the cards, even though this is a modern deck. And that juxtaposition is just making these cards so beautiful. Here's the cups now. Oh no, Ace of Cups, sorry. Yeah, last card in the cups. All right, King of Swords. It's got a long samurai sword or something like that. Got the butterfly tattoo on his chest with the birds in the background, calling back to the original. I also love all these shoes. I don't know if you've noticed, but there's a lot of different colors and styles of shoes. I know fashion, as he said, is intentional in this deck and varied and what's the word for it? Yeah, just different and forefront of this deck. So I wanted to point out the shoes too are very unique and fun. All right, the Queen of Swords. Speaking of awesome shoes, this person has very cool high heels. And again, the hair stands out to me, this pink flowy hair. There's the Knight of Swords. Bicyclist. And the Page of Swords, very fashion. All right, Ten of Swords. Okay, still has the sunrise or sunset, the stars, maybe like morning and night. Obviously the 10 swords are there, and laying on the ground. Nine of Swords. I like how the sweater is actually the blanket pattern of the original. I just love the makeup too on all these people. I think I've said that before, but it's so different and fun and probably can be read into a lot. There's the Eight of Swords. Ooh, I like that. This is a mirror and you can actually see behind this person who is in red, which I think is intentional. They have a sword in their hand that's within the ropes, so they have the power to break out. Normally you see the 8 swords around them, but this time you see it's kind of tricky with the reflection. I guess you see 7 swords around them and then 1 in their hands. It's interesting that these are in there. These 2 seem to be in the reflection, but not standing. I don't know. Yeah, there's probably meant to be 8 swords, I guess, so that's cool. All right, 7 of Swords. Oh, that's a cool interpretation. Obviously, the swords in this case are the books, and it looks like some sort of library or academic building that this person is stealing the knowledge from or something like that. I like that. Six of Swords. Three very different poses of the people in this boat. Semi-non-traditional. I would say that the person celebrating in the front isn't standard, but I really like that interpretation of that person is definitely seeing the good things ahead. Here's the Five of Swords. Interesting. I might have to read into the guidebook on that one. Almost looks like some sort of gambling or something like that. Oh, it might be like a... It's almost like a strip poker or something, maybe. That's cool. Interesting. I'm going to look into that one. Here's the Four of Swords. Oh, that's awesome. Having the sword as the garnish on the drink. That is so cool. Three of Swords. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful interpretation. Such sadness present in that one. The detail in the eye just kind of pierces your soul. Here's the Two of Swords. And the Ace of Swords. Definitely still has all the traditional artwork in there, but again is kind of a close-up version of a person on that card. And now we're into the Pentacles. Again, this person looks very familiar to me. If you also see it, great. If you don't, maybe it has some other meaning to you, or you see someone else in it. But I think the person is pretty clear who that looks like to me. I know that Rosario did make these look like some people he knows or some people in entertainment and culture. So this one stands out to me, I will say. I like how the garment is the berries and vines of the King of Pentacles from the original. Here's the Queen of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles. This grandfather figure definitely has the hippie culture vibe. Long hair, long beard, beads, psychedelic robe. But I really like how he's just chilling there. But then the contrast with the other couple is interesting. Nine of Pentacles. Again, some awesome shoes. Eight of Pentacles. Ooh, very cool. I like the rainbow vibes in the pentacles as well as this person's hair. And let's see, what is this person's tattoo? The person's tattoo is like two fists bumping. I don't know if you can see that. So it's kind of like a fist bump, maybe like hard work. All right, 8 goes here. Here's the Seven of Pentacles. This person's actually sitting down instead of just leaning on the garden tool. Six of Pentacles. Cool. Wow. I like that the child is giving the money in this case instead of someone in power. I mean, that obviously can be read into, but I really like that contrast to the original, that the child is giving money instead of some adult. Here's the Five of Pentacles. Wow. Sorry, I'm playing with all these cards. It's getting out of control over here. All right. Four of Pentacles. Wow, very fashion, kind of unique outfit there. And the makeup stands out too. I love the modern interpretation of this. Here's the Three of Pentacles. Some hard body, hard workers, it looks like. The Two of Pentacles. I really like how this person is clearly some sort of circus performer. Obviously on the unicycle, that's a very, very cool balancing talent and kind of show off talent. And then the whole body is covered in tattoos. I'm sure there's some symbolism in there that I can't see at the moment, but yeah, it looks like all like sea creatures or butterflies, flowers, eyes, beetles, all sorts of different things tattooed on this person. And finally, the Ace of Pentacles. Got the gold medal around their neck. So overall, I really, really, really like the artwork in this deck. I've been waiting for this deck for a while, or been excited about this deck for a while, I should say. It actually came weeks earlier than I was expecting it to. So this is the New Voice Tarot by Rosario Salerno. I hope you enjoyed this quick walkthrough. Let me know if you have any questions about the deck in the comments, or please let me know what your favorite card of the deck might be. Also, if you have any thoughts about this deck, let me know in the comments. I can answer any questions. Also, if you like my channel, please follow me on Instagram. I have an Instagram page over there. I'm also Something Starts Ringing Tarot, so it's easy to find, and there will be a link in the description. So I hope you enjoyed. Thank you again for Rosario for getting this out so quickly and for providing this beautiful artwork. I just really like this deck, and it's a very cool, queer, modern version, but I really appreciate that all of the traditional symbolism is still there to read into the cards, because I personally also find that important. So thank you for watching. Until next time, this is what I'm talking about. This is life. You manage to be happy for 5 seconds, and something starts ringing.